Hey, I'm here. Hi. What's up, guys? It is DPX here. Today we're doing something a little different. We're gonna be talking about the Game Awards. I didn't get to react to it live, and by the time I was free, it was like halfway done. So I decided just to do it off camera. But I was gonna make a video. At the time of recording, the Game Awards just ended, like 15 minutes ago. These are my immediate thoughts. So, yeah, but before I do that, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, or I'll punch a hole through your chest. And then also it'll come out from the back. So I'm going to sort of structure this. This isn't scripted. I have a few bullet points, but it's not scripted. I'm just talking about what I think of it. The show started off, or the main show, not the pre-show. There are a few games I want to talk about. I actually wrote down a few things, actually. But the show started off with Geoff Keighly, giving a statement on work culture and the, working environments, kind of, subtly, or, not, that's not the right word, but, hinting at, Activision. I thought this was right to address it, even if it was not by name, because he's not gonna address it by name. He kind of Konami. In case you haven't noticed, I think Konami's kind of been blacklisted from the Game Awards. Now it kind of seems like Activision isn't getting much love for the Game Awards anymore. Well, I'm interested to see how that turns out. Now, for other stuff, I'll talk about some of the awards. I'm not going to go over every single one of them. I want to go over some stuff that surprised me, some stuff that I liked. For example, I liked how Metroid Dread got Best Action Adventure. Metroid Dread didn't get nominated for too much, and I think it's really cool to see a game like Metroid Dread win a category like this, a category that had a bunch of other Game of the Year nominees in there, this being one of them, of course, but a bunch of other nominees for Game of the Year was in there, but it beat all of them, so I thought that was really cool. Best Art Direction, I thought should have gone to Psychonauts 2, and if it wasn't Psychonauts 2, I thought that should have gone to The Artful Escape. I believe that was one of them nominated, but it went to Deathloop, which kind of surprised me. It was, it sort of had an interesting looking aesthetic. I wasn't expecting it to win Best Art Direction. Best Innovation and Accessibility, that I believe Deathloop also won that. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think it did. Well, regardless, I actually didn't realize this until earlier when watching the Game Awards. The category is Innovation in Accessibility, not Innovation and Accessibility. I thought it was and for a while, so yeah. What else shocked me was Most Anticipated Game. I was thinking it's without question either Breath of the Wild 2 or God of War Ragnarok, which is exactly why it was Elden Ring. For the second year in a row. That's kind of funny, actually. Elden Ring won Most Anticipated Game for the second year in a row. But the biggest one, Game of the Year, I did not expect It Takes Two to win. Holy shit. I was banking on, I would have bet money that it was going to be Deathloop. My backup would have been Ratchet and Clank. The one I wanted to win the most, in the sense that it was my favorite game of the year, is Psychonauts 2. But in the sense of it being a nice, big moment for a franchise, I wanted it to be Metroid Dread. Resident Evil Village, if that won, it would have been, I guess, it would have been cool, but it would have been just the most popular game of the year. It Takes Two was sort of when Celeste or Hades was nominated. It Takes Two fucking won, though. I did not expect that, but it absolutely deserved. That game is phenomenal. If you haven't played that game, go get it and get a friend to play it with you, because it is a co-op game. You need two people, and that game is just an absolutely deserved Game of the Year. In hindsight, it absolutely did. Alright, now to talk about some of the games that were revealed. I have this shit. Actually, wait, before I do that, I just want to say not the biggest fan of these musical performances. Not that the performances themselves are bad. I just like everyone else watching this to see some games, some game awards, and also some game reveals, which is kind of what it's turned into more of, if you know what I mean. I don't think, you know, Sting and Imagine Dragons are really what gamers are looking for. I get it, you know, because these songs that they performed were in Arcane. Arcane is based off of League of Legends. League of Legends is a video game. This show is the Game Awards. I get that. And by the way, if you haven't watched Arcane yet, what are you doing? You gotta watch that show, even if you're not a fan of League of Legends. But I don't know, people aren't really coming here for that. Likewise, people aren't coming here to watch trailers for movies. I get the Sonic movie. That's a video game, although it's a movie. The Sonic movie is a movie, but I get it. It's based off of a video game. I also get, you know, I get the Halo show, the Halo series. That looks interesting. Sonic looks good. Where I get confused as to why they're showing it is why they showed an exclusive clip for The Matrix. Like, there wasn't a trailer. This was like a clip. Like, Matrix fans, you'll love this. Like, this isn't the show for that. Likewise, why was there a trailer for Nightmare Alley? I've seen some shit for that movie. It looks great, but why is that here? That like, at least with The Matrix, the least I could say is that they're trying to promote the Matrix game that they have coming out or something. I don't know. Why was Nightmare Alley here? Alright, now moving on to some of the games. I wrote some down. The first game I have written down, I wrote these down in out of order, alright? The first one I have written down, though, is Star Wars Eclipse. It's great to see a new Star Wars game in the High Republic. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the Star Wars games. We know of this game, but before we knew of this game, we knew of Fallen Order 2, and we knew of the KOTOR remake. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, Massive from Ubisoft are making a new one as well. But this game looks interesting. All we got was a CG trailer, so not much here, but intrigued. Wonder Woman. We're getting a Wonder Woman game. That is interesting. I don't think we've ever gotten a Wonder Woman game. You know, like, we've gotten multiple Batman games. We've gotten, I mean, hate to say it, but we did get a Superman game. You know, on the you know what I mean. But Wonder Woman, yeah, no, she's never gotten a game, so this game should be pretty sick, and I'm intrigued. I'm excited for the Wonder Woman game. That's not the only DC game we got, because we also got to see Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, and that game looks sick. I'm excited to play that game. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a live service game, which puts a damper on my excitement for it a bit, but it looks interesting. This game, I feel like, was a game that has been rumored forever. Like, long before I even, like, knew what YouTube was. I was gonna say before I started a YouTube channel, but before I even knew what YouTube was, probably. Alright, that's Alan Wake 2. I feel like that game's been rumored since Alan Wake 1 came out, and should have known. Recently they dropped Alan Wake Remastered, which is a fucking fantastic remaster. You know, now we're getting Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake is fantastic. Alan Wake 2, I'm sure, will be even better. It's not coming until 2023, though. This one was interesting. We got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's gonna be like, you know, the Friday the 13th game, or the upcoming Evil Dead game, which we did not see at this event, which is a little worrying about. That game looks good. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game seems interesting. I've heard that they're making a new movie, so this is, you know, I guess Texas Chainsaw Massacre is on a bit of a high at the moment, so yeah, we didn't see much, but it should be interesting. Next up, we got Saints Row. More like Saints No. Alright, nah, but in all fairness, the game has started to grow on me a bit. When I first saw it, I was a little iffy on it. It seemed to take like some Fortnite aesthetic. And then I heard that they were getting rid of all the swearing, and I'm not one of those people who's like, yo, this needs to be edgy and cool to have a bunch of curse words so it could be cool, you know. But I feel like this sort of maturity is part of Saints Row's identity, but they dropped an F-bomb in the little trailer they showed, and I've never been happier to hear an F-bomb before. The Saints Row game is gonna have some cursing, and I'm kind of happy about that, yeah. Sonic Rangers is not Sonic Rangers, it's Sonic Frontiers. Open world Sonic game, should be interesting. Sonic Team's making it. They've been hit or miss lately. Hopefully this is a hit. Forspoken, this is a game I've kind of been excited for, yeah. I'm in the middle of working on my most anticipated games of the year list, and I just want to say that game is actually pretty high up there. Don't know, like, on the surface don't know much. This is a new IP. It's Square Enix making a game that isn't a JRPG. It seems like they're trying to appeal to the Western audience, which I don't like how they're doing that. But, you know, diversity, having a character, a woman of color, that's of course cool. And also the gameplay and the premise of the game seems interesting. And we got a release date. I think it was May 20-something. I think 24th or whatever. That game's coming out in the same month as my birthday. I guess that's my birthday game. So I'm excited for that. Evil West. I put this a lot later, even though this was one of the first games that was shown. That game was revealed last year at the Game Awards, and I was actually quite intrigued, and we got to see some gameplay, and it looks really cool. I'm excited for the Evil West. Then we also get a Plague Tale Requiem. Now, I only recently started playing a Plague Tale Innocence, because that was free on PS Plus for PS5, so I was able to download it, and then once I got my PS5, I played it on there, and boy, that game is so good. That game is so underrated. And yeah, they're making a sequel. I'm excited to see this, the sequel. You know, there seems to be a bit of a time jump. You know, the characters are older, and yeah, I'm excited. Elden Ring. We got a new trailer for Elden Ring, and Elden Ring looks phenomenal. I love just the aesthetic of the game. Obviously, it's going to be difficult because it's a FromSoft game, but the story, like, most of these FromSoft games aren't really, like, focused on the story. If you're getting George R.R. Martin to write the story, then this game it focuses a lot on story. Like, if it's not, why do you have George R.R. Martin? So I'm interested in the story as well. And yeah, those are all the games I took note of from the Game Awards. Overall, I thought this showing was good, but like as a game showcase, if you know what I mean. Because they showed some fucking bangers. They showed some incredible looking games. Like they showed Forspoken, they showed the game Elden Ring. All those look great, but they also revealed, you know, Wonder Woman. They revealed a new Star Wars game. So there's a lot that they showed here, but like as an award show for video games, I feel like Geoff Keighly, who a lot of people like to assume he doesn't care about video games. I think he does. The thing is, I feel like he's trying a little too hard to appeal to a mainstream audience here by including Sting and Imagine Dragons and people like showing trailers for movies that have nothing to do with the Game Awards. So yeah, I don't like that too much about the Game Awards. But overall, I thought this was a decent showing. I feel like everyone always gets their hopes up too high. Everyone always comes out of the show being like, this show fucking sucked. It's like, you do that every year. It's time to set your expectations in a different way. So those are my thoughts on the Game Awards this year. This video, shit, actually ended up being a lot longer than I anticipated it being. But whatever. I'll definitely edit a lot. So yeah, what did you guys think of the Game Awards? Let me know down below. Be sure to come subscribe, or I'll punch you in the chest, through the chest, out the back. Bye!